Hi everyone, this is Naturally Lane coming to you today. Just wanting to chat. Eventually I'll go live, but right now it's not feasible for me to go live, so I'm going to just go ahead and let's talk. All right, so right now I'm actually drinking one of my healthy drinks, ginger, kale, lemon, berries, chia seeds, lots of what else is in there? Pineapple, very orangey, festive, and some beets. So I'm drinking that right now. So anyway, and also I'm having lemon and turmeric. Okay, so what I want to talk about is why we need to begin to end storylines. Storylines shouldn't keep going on and on and on. I mean, especially when it's got something to do with your childhood. So I always seem to interact with folks who have been severely neglected in childhood. And some of the signs of neglect is when, like, for instance, if someone's treating you bad, a person would sacrifice their personal values for others, or the healthy person would attract unemotionally available partners. They also would do anything for love, so they will get put through so much pain and hurt in the name of love, and a lot of them suffer in silence. So another thing, when you are a neglected child, an adult body, you tend to not want help from others. You're like, okay, I can do it myself, because again, I've been going through neglect my whole entire life. Who's gonna help? You know, sometimes you need help. Well, you need help from people. I mean, people make the world go round. So when you are that healthy person attracting that neglected child caught into an adult body, it's hard to maintain and sustain some proper relationships with folks. I mean, you know, it gets really scary, and that's when we have to try to end these storylines, as far as like that neglect from childhood and even into adulthood. We need to say, okay, look, this is what happened to me. That's why I'm moving like this. And I need to be honest with myself and not bring other people into, you know, that unhealthy way of being. So, hold on for a second. Uh, 2025 and moving forward should be about healing. We need to heal and end these storylines of who hurt me, and, you know, forgive and move on. Now, when it comes down to like therapy or like coaching and somebody trying to like push you to feel better, be better, I think that definitely works. I think therapy is good, but you have to make therapy work for you. You can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna go into this saying, you know, I'll talk to this person, and they need to be able to assist those wounds in your system. You need to be able to cry and scream and, you know, let it all out with a person that don't know you. And I can tell you why that is best, because trusting people that you know and your feelings, and they'll go out and start talking about your feelings to others and why are you going through this, and you know, you just want to be with somebody who has a license to that they can be ruined if they, talk about, your childhood trauma. And yeah, it would be best. But coaching, therapist, yes, I say yes to that. Manifestation, prophecies, mantras, positive quotes can help you throughout, your days, especially when you're feeling low. Deep breaths, exercise, yoga, definitely a plus. Relieves a lot of anxiety that people have, and a lot of the world are living with anxiety and things like that. So yeah, so I wanted to bring that up. Another thing I wanted to mention is being grateful. Okay, so a lot of people walk around and say, oh, I want this, I want that, I need this, I need that. I want what that person has. You don't need what somebody else has had. You just need what you need, and be grateful for what you have. So I would say here are 10 signs that you are doing well in your life, and that being grateful every day is just, how you should carry it. So 1, you ate food. You can say, well, I have a good heart. I'm grateful for that. I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for that. Clean water. I'm grateful for that. Clean clothes, and you're breathing. That is gratefulness. Gratefulness. Yeah. Superficialities and what somebody else is doing is really not the way to go. You are going to make yourself have anxiety and be depressed and be down, So, actually, this is my lunch. It's very tasty. I put some honey in it. Well, maple syrup, but it's really good. It's very good. So, yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Just being grateful. Adults still feeling neglected from childhood, but having that mind and body, as an adult, and pulling everybody else into their trauma. Before you come across a person, you should heal. You don't want to make someone feel like you feel and not move forward with your healing. Yeah. It's just, honestly, I feel like, I don't want to say karma, but I do believe in karma, for sure. I just want people to realize, like, you gotta maintain yourself. You're accountable for your actions and what you do to other people. And you can't blame anyone if no one wants to involve themselves with you, especially if you're not doing the right things. That you are out here living a little foul, a little dirty. It's all about healing the soul, right? And in being honest, it's very nice. It's actually more than nice. It's almost, being honest is like you being grateful. Thank you. I'm grateful for your honesty. And, yeah. So, I wanted to talk about next go around. I made these cards, and it's about health. So I think I'm going to bring to you guys We can talk about echinacea. It's a herb. And we'll talk about that. And I want to bring you also a spiritual message before I get off of this. One spiritual message today would be, oh, here we go. So take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Okay. We were just talking about, childhood neglect and adults living in that. And that was a great message, actually. That was right on point. So, what else? I just feel like talking and chatting today. Don't tolerate abuse. You don't have to do that. Don't tolerate abuse, and if someone rejects you, let them reject you. Yeah, let them reject you. Don't chase. Just be happy for who you are and what you can do in this world, whatever your specialty is and what you're trying to do to heal someone. Hopefully that's what you're trying to do. You're on a healing path. You're not on a narcissistic path of destroying people's lives. We don't need that. But anyway, honesty, best policy. And yeah, we're going to talk about echinacea the next time around, moving forward. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about let's talk about some childhood stuff. Eventually I'll open up the comments and you guys can mention some of those things that you felt you weren't being treated correctly within your childhood, especially if your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother made you feel some kind of way. Let's open up the doors to reflect and, get rid of it, now. It's all about the moment for me these days. How we're treating people in the moment. It's important. Forgiving, of course. You never will forget, but you can forgive. Yeah. So, thank you for listening. And I'm Naturally Lane. And enjoy your day, your evening, your morning, wherever you are. Like and subscribe. And when you hate someone, it's not that you hate them, it's that you really love them. You hate that they love you a certain way. And you really, really do love them. You don't hate them. So remember that as well. Hate is really not a word. And the word actually means love. So anyway, thank you guys. Bye.